What's up, people? It's the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July to everybody out there watching. It's been a while since I made a video, so I'm trying to make it, every few days or so forth and not give y'all a bombardment of what I'm talking about or how I'm feeling. But right now, I want to talk to you about how I'm feeling. This is the 4th of July, and baseball is celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Lou Gehrig "I'm the luckiest man in the world" speech. In this world we live in, we are all lucky. I mean, to be honest with you. Think about things going on in the world and think about other countries and how they're living. Our lives are pretty good. We're able to work for a living that we feel is worthy of what we do. And if you don't feel it's worthy of what you do, then you change it and you find something else. But again, when you have that ability, you also have to have responsibility to think about the things that you should not do, the things that you should change, and the things that we should work on. On this 4th of July, a day when they should be celebrating independence, I'm sad about the things going on. I look at the news, and the news is depressing. I mean, you think about it. You got a father who's on trial for murder for killing his 22-month-old son. Many people sat and felt sorry for the father and said, "Oh my gosh, y'all can't do this to him. He's been through enough by himself over what he's done," and so forth, yada, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's be real. He's felt nothing. Mr. Harris has really felt nothing in comparison. This is a man we're talking about that went out to his car and checked into his car to get something or put something in his car at lunchtime. Me personally, I think he went to make sure that the boy was gone. This was premeditated, and you can say any way you want to that it wasn't, but it was. This man researched it, his wife researched it. Where does it come to the point you say, well, this was an accident? Okay. At the funeral, when he spoke to everyone, he spoke and told them how he felt and gave his side. His wife still stood by his side, not by the child's side, by his side. How dare you? Her mother was more upset than she was. We had a 3-hour bond hearing about this whole scenario. 3 hours. When last time you seen a bond hearing go for 3 hours? This was a trial. This is sad. It's sad that we got to a world that does these type of things. And we sit and we watch. This video is going across the social medias about a woman beating another woman in front of her child. We watched. We put fights up every day. And we watch. The brutality is incredible to me. How do we keep condoning brutality? No, we keep condoning because it's funny to us. Everything is funny. We can look at it, we can laugh. But the thing is, what if it's you, your child, your family? Is it funny then? Again, I tell everybody in this world, I have a cousin who was killed by a man who sat there and used the stand your ground defense. That's the same thing that George Zimmerman used. In neither case was it right, because I know my cousin. But I digress from that portion. It's just the fact that people, when do we stand up and be independent and say, we're not going to accept this anymore. We're not going to allow this anymore. I've sat here and I've preached saying the N-word is a word and it can do no harm. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I sat out today on the 4th of July and I watched and listened to everybody in my neighborhood. The word was used so many times I can't count. It was done with a reverence that it really just kind of sickened me. And I had to really rethink what I was thinking. When do we stop? When do you make a difference? When do you make a change? I've been preaching, am I my brother's keeper? The answer to that is yes, I am. Because if we do not take care of each other, Big Brother, aka the government, will take care of us for us. And we don't want them to truly do that. You sat there and you said you don't want Obama to make a health care that covers everybody because that's not the government's job. But he thought about there are people out there suffering and dying senselessly. I had a friend. Her name was Melody. She had cancer. She had a tumor on her leg and could not get help. She's no longer with us. That's wrong. Everybody deserves help. Everybody deserves medical attention. Every single person out here deserves that much. But on the same line, we deserve to take care of each other. If you stand around and walk past a woman being beaten by some other woman in front of her child and you do nothing more than film it, you are not helping. You are part of the freaking problem. The problem is this. When we stand up for each other, we grow together. When we stand apart, we die separately. And please believe it, we will die separately. Yeah, this is a rant, but it's a rant to say, wake up. When do we stop allowing nonsense to control our lives? When do we make a change? When do we do something different? Because remember, when we go and we die, our children are still here. Do you want to leave them here in a barbaric state as it's going to? Because that's where it's going. Open up your newspaper. Go to your news post. How many murders do you see of innocent children? How many murders do you see of the elderly? How many acts of violence do you see that we can't stop if we pay attention? We've got, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here and I'm feeling this incredible uneasiness about everything going on. I've seen too many people die senselessly, whether it's in a movie theater going to just catch a movie, whether it's children in school. Children coming into school shooting. When does it stop? When do we stop and say this is wrong? Sometimes we have got to take the stand and say, I am my brother's keeper. Because the point is this one. One day it may be your brother, your sister, your mother, your cousin. Stop allowing these children to do what they want to do. Stop allowing these people to have issues to do what they want to do. Stand up, be counted. Be that person that makes a stance. Don't like to curse about this, but the point is this one, I'm tired. People, let's go back to the way things used to be, because when we grew up, I don't know. I know in my family, me and my mom it was just me and her. We used to actually eat together. How many families out there actually sit down and have dinner together? How many families sit down and talk? How many families have a movie night, a game night, some night where y'all sit together and y'all talk? You'll get to know each other again. Because children are raising themselves in this world. And if it ain't them, it's gangs. We have to understand we are the first and last line of defense. Or what are you just going to do? Turn the other cheek and turn around and say it's not my child and it's not my problem and it's not my concern? Don't worry. It may not be your concern. But sooner or later it's going to become your concern because it's going to hit home. Don't get it twisted. It's going to hit home. So I say, on this 4th of July, this Independence Day, gain your independence. Gain your right to walk out on the street without being scared. I'm not particularly crazy about the police myself, but they help. Unfortunately, some of them don't because they're still human. But on the most part, let's do the best that we can to do something better for what we have. Because I'm tired of watching people die senselessly. It makes no sense to me, and I doubt if it makes any sense to you. But the question is, I'm out here making these videos. What are you going to do? I'm trying to talk to anybody and everybody that'll listen. If you listen to me and you hear my voice, I'm talking to you. I'm talking dead ass to you. What you going to do? I don't care if you make a video. I don't care if you post something. I don't care what you do. Just do something productive to help us as a society move on. Help us as the black race move on. Help us grow, be better than what we have been. Because right now, we can't stand to hear the truth. The truth is, we're not doing all we can. The truth is, we're sitting back and allowing things to happen. Truth is, we need to make a change. So, sorry to be so long-winded. Sorry to go on a rant. But I'm tired. I'm tired of watching children die. I'm tired of watching people die. It just don't make any sense. So, if you agree or if you don't agree, post something. Don't want you to like the video. Post something. Let me know that you're listening. Let me know I can hear from you. Give me something back. Talk to y'all later. Oh, yeah. And if you really feel good about it, subscribe to my YouTube page. Let's have a voice together. Because I'm going to keep talking, whether you like it or not. I'm here. I'm going to keep coming. I actually like making these videos. They're kind of fun. I'll holler. Peace.